The hotel communicates through distortion, or maybe a better word is conjuring. All of it appears completely real. The constant symphony of natural light, incandescent lamps, and cool fluorescent luminance behaves like guidance. A subtler form of breadcrumbing, or simply warning. Here's a divergence from the cool blue to yellow we witnessed in the lobby. Here the light of the window is equalized with the two fluorescent fixtures, yet they possess equal white balance. A hint of both sources' falseness, and Kubrick makes an effort to show us the office's light is neither blue, yellow nor green hued by the completed shot's color temperature traveling. He's showing us the light is supernatural by its complete lack of hue. Window placement helps to indicate role each room plays. Since you will discover that some windows are false, each room's relationship with light is critical. He plays with the window's symmetry throughout this scene. The general manager's office, and his secretary Susie's anteroom offer the best evidence of modernity in the hotel. If we didn't first see this room, would we know what year it is? The abstract art depicting an American Indian chief or warrior. Let's loosely assume this is Chief Cornstalk, whose curse is time referenced at the film's end, and color photographs of mountains and a snow-patched overlook outside general manager's office also establishes the importance of wall hangings, crucial elements in the storytelling that follows since Jack himself will become part of one. This pairing reveals diverging modern human use of color technology, color photograph and art. This is our stable conscious world fighting with its unconscious, conjured by the hotel as a gateway to an interview. Susie's green-hued anteroom contrasts with Stuart Ullman's office beyond, a ghostly bright room littered with the past, emblems, awards, certificates and black and white pictures, a county map left. The animation of the outer room's chief's image into this inner room's border control, bathed in soft orange colors, a tone central to Mesoamerican imagery, an interzone between earth tones and blood. The hues effects drain photographic dimension from light skins. This is a monochromatic tomb. Notice plant holding shelves and the light boxes on the ceiling that reach skyward off frame. Inset shelving mimics the storage of urns in burial chambers. The room suggests a reliquary tomb decorated with symbolic objects. The wall-hung map left proves the domains he reached as manager. The limited reach of his radio's broadcast in contrast to Danny's seemingly infinite reach. His gilded awards hang opposite right, materialism and success. Clothing and hair tone colors are used to subtly imply roles that are defined by imagery. Susie and Ullman are introduced as backlit redeeds with Susie in a neutral outfit. She fades into background of the room, is forced to move around Ullman to fetch their coffee, is the color of coffee. Ullman is red, white and blue dressed for maximum contrast despite his hair color exactly matching curtains, a ghost trying to stay dimensional, to appear living. With a gash of blood coming from his neck. Both are framed within the curtain, while Jack is framed in the ghostly window. This shot is subtly asymmetric with the window frame, boldly asymmetric with the desk. Navajo zigzag diamond patterns, lightning mirror shining references, begun on the wall hanging further back with the elevator awaiting men in Jack's previous walking shot, re-emerge here as similar patterns on the curtains, open to light, hinting the power of rendering humans as ghosts, is an indigenous, supernatural force. This is a subtle animation from blanket to open curtains. The ceiling light fixtures exactly meet the curtain's edges, not the windows. This is a portal tomb. The long dissolve establishes the Torrance's Boulder apartment complex. The complex is in the near background, and continues off-camera right, a forested mountain left, foreground parking lot centered, all elements duplicating the overlooks establish, but with careful differences. Our view isn't in flight, it's landlocked. The complex doesn't camouflage itself, and it's bathed in sunlight. Asymmetry is the rule here, except for the two cars at right, which are almost symmetrical pairs. This is a mirror of the establishing shot, earthbound. A basketball hoop stands far left, and will animate unconsciously, by cutting into the next shot which displays a gold basket on the ironing board. The shelf-like balconies animate into the next shot's shelves. As a film organized with logic, thought flows both backwards and forwards, we are aware on some level that this parking lot is the origin of Jack's Beetle, an arrival we have just finished watching earlier. Inside the asymmetric apartment appear pairings as background information. Art and design. Books make zigzag patterns, angled left, the opposite of the paper messages behind the counter in the hotel. The Navajo and Apache patterns complete here integrally. This is not bought art for control as in the hotel, the spirit is integrated. Some things are not hung, like the child's painting in a later scene. And crucially, the plastic basket behind them is a central, symbolic object. It's yellow, the same shade as the gold ballroom's entrance curtains. The baseball near it is the first sphere in the film, and the tennis ball that arrives later is a combination of sphere and yellow. Introduction of Wendy and Danny is a sly, sideways introduction to American settler life through minimalist, lower middle class set decoration. Danny stares into a TV set, where a Warner Bros. Wordless cartoon is cathode ray projecting a traveling settler's narrative. The Roadrunner-Coyote conflict, off-screen in audio, was a common sight on westward Death Valley crossings. The coyote is both a trickster and transformer figure in Native American mythology. In Navajo mythology, he's the philosopher arguing in favor of death, which allows youthful generations access to precious resources. Navajo mythology, Richard. Wendy reads near mirrored cover of Catcher in the Rye. Wendy sees inside text, Danny sees inside motion visuals. Presumably Danny has not yet learned how to read. The book text world is also where Jack sees, I'm a writer, and is what is arrayed behind her on shelves. The angled, right turned, so that spines are visible, Western version of the dimensions behind through Ullman's windows. Jack will become trapped in this text world, inside a repeating sentence he types, and then become absorbed into a photograph inscribed with text. This supernatural process is visually bridged by both wall patterns, however discrete. The book she's reading is about a teenager with self-hatred issues set in the 1950s, written by an American. Jack is a candidate for the Holden Caulfield Act-alike contest. His rants later seem like teen angst-fueled insecurity. She is crowned by the first real symmetry, the salt and pepper shakers in the distance, that appear on a shelf with the book's angled forms. Cotton balls are an animation from the clouds in previous shot. As a campfire burns, on inhaled cigarette, Danny stares through the smoke to watch the television's cartoons. They eat above a picnic gingham. Her outfit is composed of a union suit and hop dress, all articles elements of a perversely mundane early settler outfit. Circa 1850s, Danny is emblazoned with USA iconography, and Bugs Bunny's ears both mirror the Warner Bros. Cartoons TV presence and mimic his fingers' mirror.